Hello and welcome to Duke's United show for the match reaction from last night's insipid 2-0 victory against Wigan Athletic. Joining me at the start of the show, a man who actually bagged 67 goals in 3 seasons for the Latics, Nathan the Duke Ellington. How are we doing today, sir?
I'm good. Brought back memories watching the boys yesterday. Obviously, I don't know any of the players, but the pitch is the same, isn't it? So I was looking at the pitch and looking at the penalty when Bruno's taking it, going, that's where I got most of my penalties.
Yeah. Not bad stats either, mate. A good 1 in 3 there as well, bro. Like solid stats for Wigan, mate. Good times.
Nearly enough 1 in 2, lad. Nearly enough 1 in 2.
It was, but I was going. I didn't want to big you up too much, mate. You know, people go on the wiki, be like, it's 1 in 2.4. In fact, mate, you know.
67. That means you basically get to 70. There's 140 games. How many games did I play?
160. So.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, but yeah, it's good stats, mate. Quality stats. Can't grumble with him. Right, let's get into the game. Let's just start general performance-wise, Nate. Yesterday, for me personally, I thought it was a pretty, as I said at the start, insipid performance. Man United nowhere near their best. Playing a very weak Wigan team. Should have done more, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think obviously we just hope that we could put them to the sword because they're not going to be that good defensively, and we should make it count being two leagues above League One Championship first. Yeah, so being 2 leagues above them, we'd expect us to go and wipe the floor with them. And one thing I do know, I do watch their highlights and stuff. They do have some lively attacking threats, and they do play some good stuff, as we saw with that chance early on. It looked like, we might be in for some trouble here. But
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, and then we started playing a bit more one-touch play, and finally realizing one-touch play is going to make it through the team. And I think it was one of them games where our one-touch play got us into the areas, but it was so wasteful on the day. We didn't make it count to the level we should have. We should have been like a 7-1 game. It should have been a proper putting a team to the sword performance. Yet we are the way we are at the moment. So think about this team giving us all that amount of chances, and we only get 2. And the 2, it took Dalot to score a brilliant goal out of nothing, a defender, and then a penalty, which, you know, is a bit weak. A penalty is still a pen, but at the end of the day, we should be scoring loads of open goals from this game. The strikers should have filled their boots. Hojlund should have scored loads. Rashford should have got a few. Garnacho should be scoring. But again, it's the quality levels that are not really there, and we're gonna be made to pay for it if we don't fix up in them areas.
Yeah. Carrie, good morning. Good morning to you. Also, Harry, Wigan are underrated in League One. Carrie, sorry, yeah. Many people don't realise they started minus 12 points. This is what I was saying, that they're under a transfer ban. They're under points deduction and everything. So their position of 18th in the league is actually not really their position, if you know what I mean. So
100%. 100%.
Carey, wingers going to dead ends, frustrating Rashford. Nath, take it away, mate, because I know I'm not of this opinion, but I know very many people are. So let's pinpoint Rashford for a moment and his wasteful play yesterday.
All right, so start the game off. He's standing on the ball. He went back to that standing on the ball for 3 seconds before, and then pretending to make a decision and then passing it. I'm like, why are you waiting for? Just pass the ball and move. So I was like, please don't be this Rashford. Then, as the game went on, he started being, okay, I'm going to jink now and get shots off. I was like, at least you're jinking now. You're making something happen. I think he did a little 2-foot touch and then got through the players. I was like, okay, you're doing bits. You're doing a little bit better than you used to. And then what happens is he's getting himself into nice areas, and then he's just whacking the ball, like with no quality whatsoever. He opens up a lovely angle, bangs it right at the keeper. And you're like, this is players at lower level that do that. You get a little opening, your eyes light up, and you just hit it hard as you can and hope to score. Like, we expect more from a player who we're paying that much money for, and we're saying is just this far off world-class levels when he's at his best. That's not going to get you to them world-class levels, because you kept missing, you kept doing that, kept having shots from nowhere, and just not hitting the target in corners. You're expected a player like that to be able to have a bit more finesse, a bit more control on his shot. And then even for the assist, the ball's coming out to him and there's no angle for him to have a shot. And his left foot smashed the ball at the player, hits the defender, And then he just passes it to Dalot and thinks, oh, I ain't got no chance now to score. Let me just give it to Dalot. And Dalot has to come out with some quality to put it in the corner. So even his assist, I'm not even giving him credit for it. It's an assist, no problem, but I'm not giving him credit. I'm just frustrated at the fact that he's not learning from, you can't score through players like too often. It doesn't often happen. He hits defenders too often, and he doesn't hit corners enough to be a top forward. If you want to be a top guy and be talked about like that, you better start changing. Otherwise, people are going to just call you that player who's just a domestic forward. Simple as that.
Yeah, I won't lie. I have pulled back my opinion on Rashford being close to world class. I think he had a close to world class season last season, but listen, I defend Rashford very much. I disagree with a lot of what's being said about Rashford. I mean, you put it very eloquently there for yesterday's game. I can't really disagree with too much there about it. He's definitely regressed from last season again. I think Daz in the group said, I think he may have papered over the cracks of his in-game ability last season by getting 41 goal contributions. I still think it's a little harsh. I think he did all right yesterday. But I know what you're saying. I think Kerry's saying it here now, Kerry. A little too no football intelligence. This is my opinion always, Rashford, is his football brain. He doesn't have it. Silly money for what you get out of him. I think we can all agree on that, definitely. That
100% agree that.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Perfectly put, to be fair.
Yeah.
And what did I say, Garth, about last year? I know it sounds negative, but he scored all them goals, done really well for us. And that's what we hope from him, because he doesn't give much else. He gives you moments, and he gave you moments in nearly every game last year. Like one little moment in the game, but the rest of his game, not really anything special. You don't pick up the ball and you go, oh my gosh, every time he picks it up, like you do with some other players. So that's the only difference. Even when he played really well in games, you're looking at it and going, it's only really a 10-minute spell. Like, if you really think about it, 10-minute spells in each game. Okay, he got his goal. Great. So happy. But really, the performance levels are never really constant threat, constant destroying of a player. Doesn't often happen. So, yeah, I want him to pick that back up and get to at least being a goal-scoring machine again, so we can then just paper over the cracks. That's what I want to do.
I 100% agree that there are definite flaws in his game. I think some of them are highlighted too much, is what I feel about it. I think he's a confidence player, and the moment his confidence is down, he's so average it hurts. Like, it's weird. Like I said, it's like DeMarcus Rashford is out there. You know what I mean? It's so weird. His performances this season. Let's get into the game. Kerry, he doesn't even look happy playing football now. So exactly my point. This is my point with Rashford. It's this again. You're putting it out there eloquently and perfectly, Kerry. Like, exactly right. That's how I feel about it. The moment his head's gone. Yeah, exactly right. The pressure, he hasn't got that mentality again. Like, it all comes down to mentality with Rashford, his football IQ and his emotional IQ. And I don't know the man. I can't discuss what's going on with him, but it feels that way. Let's get into the game. Opening 3 minutes, Mainoo gets a dodgy ball from Rashford, puts a dodgy ball to was it Dalot he gave it to? They break, and is it that Goodo? Because he looked good, that Goodo. Yes, fella. And
they look good.
Breakthrough, quality cross into the box. Should have scored. Good save for Onana. Were you worried at that moment, Nath?
I was because I was speaking to my friend who he works with Wigan now at the moment, and he was doing he obviously tells them about the upcoming games. What about Wigan? What about Man United? Sorry, if they're good, they're not. And I was talking to him about the boys, and we were just talking about they have an attack they have good attack, and then they were playing and being deep. They were dropping deep, weren't they? So to make sure that they don't leave any space in behind, and that's what we relish when we played against Villa. So as long as you don't leave space behind, you're not going to really concede goals against United. And then they come with this great forward thinking, quick play. I'm like, uh-oh. If they do that for the rest of the game, we could get beat here. And that's when I started thinking, we could get beat. I was there all confident. Yeah, we're winning this no matter what. No chance of they beating us. And then your words were coming into my mind like,
So, yeah. I'm a very pessimistic man, it has to be said. So I was worried from minute one yesterday. So it got better though, Nate. In fairness, although we didn't have any penetration really, we took control of that half afterwards. We were pretty much camped out in their half. They had a couple of breaks, but it's the final quality ball. We just don't seem to have it. Garnacho, I'll give you. I know I said the level a little bit better, but still not up to the level I'm expecting from top tier Premier League players. Hojlund, or we're going to discuss him in a minute because that's looking worrying. And Rashford, we've already discussed. What is as a striker? If you're going through this patch, what are you looking to do, like Hojlund talk about now, to improve your game to get these goals, or is it just when it comes, mate?
You have to just hit the target, lad. You like. What you got to rely on is your natural ability to score goals. And that's where it gets a bit worrying when the chances like that come, you head it over. I think he can head. So I'll give him that. He missed that easy header. You've got to hit the target, though. Like, you've got to say to him, like, everyone's going to say to him, you've got to hit the target, lad. Like, that's a peach of a ball. If you can't score and you're known to be a headerer, makes no sense. Them ones for me is like bread and butter. Waking up, have your breakfast. That's your breakfast goals, and you've got to score them. And then the other one, it's just like it's fumbling the ball. Like the ball's just coming. You got to be your mindset isn't the ball came to me. It's he's gonna miss it. I'm gonna get it. Like you're always anticipating a mistake, so you do control it and score. He just missed the ball, and then you're like, you're a striker, lad. Like what are you doing?
Maybe.
That's what I'm looking at him, just thinking, that's not the thinking of a forward, a top striker. You just got to have that. And he didn't have it. And again, I keep looking at him. I want him to do well. But when these things continue to happen, he's missing loads of easy chances now. Loads and loads.
Yeah.
And it just makes me sit there and go, okay, so what are you actually good at? Okay, you're really fast. Okay, you hold the ball up quite well. Link-up play, not that great. But then when the ball comes in, I expect that to be your main good point. Like, you just do that, hold the ball up, run, shut down fast, and goals.
Oh, the Duke needs to get 50p in his meter.
Me?
There it is. Yeah, we're back. Can
you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, mate. We can hear you. We can hear you.
Sound's gone. 1 second.
Oh, he's muted. Yeah, we can hear you, mate. We can hear you. Can you hear us?
All you need to do anyway, if you can hear me, that's fine. All you need to do is get your goals. And end of the day, he's not getting his goals. And he's not. And that's why me and my son, we're watching, yeah? And my son's like, yeah, but how are these guys killing Martial so bad when he can't even touch the ball? He can't even control the ball and score these kind of easy goals where we're killing Martial, but nobody's killing Hojlund the way they're killing Martial. And I'm like, look, there's one thing for sure. Martial has much more ability than Hojlund will ever have. But it's whether he will score these types of goals. Because at another season, Hojlund should have about 6 goals already. If he has them 6 goals, then you got a point to say, yeah, he is a better player than Martial. Even though you're frustrated at the fact that he doesn't shut down, he doesn't do this, he's injured all the time. But for me, Martial's a better player in terms of ability, but I wouldn't rather have him. If Hojlund scores, I'd rather have Hojlund. But if Hojlund doesn't score, I'd rather have Martial. If you get what I mean, it's tough. I know what you're saying. It's tough. So
I know what you're saying. Can you still not hear us, mate?
Hear a damn thing. What
you can't hear us.
Let me reset.
I was like, because for me yesterday, the big one for Hojlund was when he let McTominay steal the ball from him instead of coming to the ball. Let's see if the Duke can hear us. Is he back? Can he hear us?
I can hear you.
So I was just saying, Nath, the one that really stood out to me for Hojlund yesterday, and as a forward myself, was, do you remember McTominay stealing the ball off him to have the shot when the ball came into the box? For me, Hojlund's got to be meeting that ball. He's got to want it. He's got to be like, but he looks nervous. There's no way, as a proper striker, you should be allowing your centre mid to run in front of you and take that ball and have a shot, in my opinion, in the box. And that's when I was really worried, because that shows a lack of instinct to me, Nath.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. I just think another thing though, is when all your other players are getting much more shots than you, it is a bit worrying that your team, your McTominays, your Garnachos, your Rashfords, all getting more shots than you as a striker. That means that they're not playing for their forward. I don't know what they're playing at. They need to play for Hojlund, but then again, Hojlund needs to score them goals. Otherwise, there's no point playing for Hojlund either. So it goes both ways. And he needs to be more ruthless in front of goal. He needs to be like, listen, I'm scoring this goal. That's what you have to be as a striker. And then it strikes me, he's only played a little bit for his team before he left Atalanta. I think it was. So he didn't play that much football. He just scored a few goals, and then we just bought him for so much money. So it's not his fault that he's been bought for so much money. We're the ones who are buying him way before he's even realised that ability to be able to be warranted to be paying that kind of money. We just thought, right, the next guy who looks kind of like something that could be all right. Right, bang, here's you go, 70 mil. See you later.
Yeah.
And then, thank you very much.
Yeah, what's even worse about that is, what's even worse about that, Nate, is Atalanta put a 50 mil price tag on him. Like, Atalanta told him he could go for 50. Man United told Atalanta they weren't going to spend more than 60, and we ended up paying 71 mil for him. Like, what are we about? Carrie, we've got either Newport or Eastleigh in the next round. So, yeah, big teams coming up. Big teams. That's what I like to see, a good non-league team coming up against us. I think this is what I was going to say to you, Nate. I think there's a difference between Martial and Hojlund. It's the time. Hojlund being 20 years old and the time to get into it. There's loads of improvement in him when he feels his frame and not getting bullied by the big guys. I'm more worried, though, Nate, you come on this a lot about the stuff that you're not going to see improve loads and loads and loads. Like that first touch is not going to improve loads and loads and loads and loads. I think his finishing will. I know we disagree on that, but that first touch, like the level he's got to get to from where he is now is massive, in my opinion. And I don't see that. He's got a Lukaku touch, mate. Like bad. But do you, from what you've seen now, we've seen enough games, do you ever see him becoming a 20-goal season striker?
He can be, because if you can get an Ivan Toney to become a 20-goal a season player, I think you can get Hojlund, because I didn't expect him to be able to score 20. But like when you look at his types of goals as well, they're normal goals, but he's just always in the right place at the right time, and players, the team play for him, and he scores his goals. I don't see anything particularly amazing, special, which everybody else seems to think about Ivan Toney. But there isn't much else out there, if you get what I mean. So when I'm talking now about your Hojlund, why can't he finish that header? Why can't he score, control the ball next time and put it in? Like, he should be able to do that. That's standard stuff. So if you're any type of standard striker with anything about you, the chances he's got to score them. Otherwise, there comes a time where you say, you know what, you're just a waster, mate. Get out. Like, we need someone else. You're just a waster. It gets to a point where you say that. Not there yet.
Oh, we're not there yet. That's a way away, that is, mate. Come on, we stood by Martial for 5 years, bro. Like,
but you can see his finishing. It's a bit different.
I know.
There's finishing levels. Yeah, there's a levels of ability that you can see in a player. Now, I'm watching him for long stretches of games now, and I can't see the quality that I want to see. Even in his build-up play, in his close touches, he's in a fight all the time and not actually winning these fights. I'm not seeing the level of ability outside of scoring. I'm not seeing any levels where you go, yeah, you know what, that's Prem, or even top Prem. It's just not at the moment, and I'm not even taking a mix. I can't see it. So for me, I know you got time, this and all that, but I'm sure he's 20 something. Time.
He's 20. He's 20 years old.
When I was 20, I know I was talking about time. No need to worry about time. You bag goals or you don't. Forget your age. I do think it's a different era. But I know. Listen, I agree.
I'm beginning to worry about Hojlund, considering he's our main striker. We're clearly losing Martial in January or the summer, and we've got no one else. Which I now sort of get your point you were saying about keep Martial for a season if you can't get anyone else, because Hojlund is not doing enough. Anyway, back into the game, we keep going. We have a lot of shots. Their goalkeeper Tickle, which I can't get over. That's a quality name. Dan Tickle, I love it. Pulls out a couple of good saves. Rashford, not great. Gives the ball with Dalot. Dalot scores a lovely goal, which is what Dalot in this game seemed to be what he was playing, the inverted fullback properly. He was in centre midfield a lot. Can you see that working against better teams? Because Wigan broke against us a few times, or is it too dangerous at the moment to play that with Johnny Evans and Varane at the back?
You know what? Johnny Evans and Varane fill me with confidence. I don't know what it is, but they fill me with confidence at the back. It's the others that need to really obviously come up to the levels. Hopefully Shaw will be back anyway, so we don't have to worry about Dalot playing left back. But yeah, it's let's hear what we've got. Kai saying, "Calm down." We didn't say we were playing well. We should have won 7-1. I think we should have won 7-1. And the next game, we're playing Tottenham next, and that is worrying because they're a good side. So we have to be able to, do better. We really have to be able to do a lot better because Tottenham ain't going to give us that amount of chances, and we better finish our chances. This is the thing that I noticed going through the leagues, is the higher you go, the more they take their chances quick time, and like the little mistakes get pounced upon and it's a goal. That's what happens in the Prem. But it's like nowadays, I'm watching Mainoo, and it's like the way I felt about that was Championship, like when we just first came up, we were playing the teams at the bottom of the Championship that used to get these kind of chances, and you kind of, we got away with that one there. We got away with another one there. Like that doesn't happen in the Premiership normally. No. But Man United are a team that continuously keep giving people, not making people pay for it's like a chess game. I told you when we played Liverpool away at Anfield, I'm watching, I was on the bench, I was watching from the sideline, and all I was seeing was pop, 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 pop. And then soon as there's something opened and someone lost their concentration, it was bang. I was like, what the? Wow. That is what you call football. Like, that's the next level. You have to be at the top of your game. And that's where we're nowhere near at the moment. We're nowhere near.
No, we can't pop 5 passes together at the moment. It's shocking. I do think that will improve with Martinez and Casemiro coming back. I honestly do believe 100%, we'll see 100%. a better thing. After the goal, now again, a lot of knocking on the door, Nath. Nothing coming from it. You've already explained that we've got to be putting them away. Frustration surely from the players there, mate. If you're behind them and watching all these chances not get tucked away, does the frustration start to build in on the field, or do you just get on with it, head down, keep going?
You have to keep going, but end of the day, it's worrying from the manager's point of view that we're just never getting any closer to being an efficient side. So we need to pick that up. We really need to pick that up. So I'm not happy. He's not happy. I'm sure he's not happy, and I don't know where Ahmad was today. I was actually feeling like, Ahmad. I hope he's not injured. I hope he's just getting rested for the weekend.
Well, the 2 young boys that weren't on the bench were Dan Gore and Ahmed, and Dan Gore's definitely going on loan or getting sold to Dortmund. I've got a bad feeling Ahmed's going on loan, mate, but that's a different conversation.
No. Stop saying that. Don't even mention
I've got a bad feeling, mate. I've got a bad feeling.
Not happening.
Carey, Tottenham have got injuries as well, though. Yeah, they have, but Tottenham are a better drilled side than us at the moment. Like, they're just a better team than us at the moment, and United will get many chances. Leave the wingers high and wide, counter-attack them. Yeah, I can see us beating Spurs, but it's going to be a very tough game. The way we're playing, it's going to be all over the place. Get into the second half, Nath, and more insipid, like just nothing really happening, and then we get a penalty, which a lot of people are complaining about. But soft, yes, but blatant penalty, surely.
Yeah, it was soft as hell. Obviously, touched his foot, and obviously Bruno, the way he is, the person he is, he's going to go down from that anyway. So end of the day, it was a pen. You're giving it to him, but if it wasn't, I wouldn't even have been surprised if he got a yellow for making it so exaggerated. But
it's one of them for me. It's one of them for me. The moment a defender goes down like that in the box, like the legs spread like 10-2, and he's coming in and he's like, you're putting it on. You're putting it on the line, mate, and you can't expect not to be giving away a penalty for that. It's soft as anything. Like, but I'm not having cheating thrown out there for it, or like
he didn't cheat. He got touched. No. He got touched on it,
and he went down.
You could go down from that, but it's just exaggerating. That's all.
Slots the penalty home. A lot of people saying he should have given it to Hojlund. I don't agree. Do you agree?
Nah, I'm not giving it to Hojlund. In a game like this where we need to win, no chance. The penalty taker takes the penalty. It's simple. Yeah. If you're 5-0 up and your player's dead and he needs to get a goal, give him a goal. But not when you're 0-0 or 1-0. No chance in the cup game, and you lot have been roasted for not being any good. Need to fix up. So
Carey again.
I got 5 minutes.
We're getting the play range quickly, Carey. But you need to get into the manager's ear, because you've got the tactics here. Keep Rashi and Garnacho on the shoulder of Porro and Doggy. Anyone see Porro's goal for Spurs on Friday? Yeah, it was lovely. Did anyone see Bamford's goal?
Yeah.
Oh, that was tasty. That was tasty. Right, let's get into the player
goal.
ratings. Yeah, player ratings quickly then. Big man between the sticks, didn't have much to do.
Yeah, I gave him a 6. I like the way he is with his feet.
Got him, haven't you?
Yeah, I think I gave him a 6. I love watching him though, with his feet. I just feel like we got an extra man on the pitch, and it's just enjoyable to see how he plays and where he moves, and it's just an extra little bit of something that we've never had. So I enjoy that part of his game, and he made a great save for that chance because, end of the day, that was a save that that could have easily gone in. He got him spread himself really well, done well. I think it's a 6.
No, I agree with you. I can't see any reason not to give him a 6. Carey agrees with you. This is Kai. Spurs is changing the title. They'll go all out. Looking at Liverpool versus Arsenal, they played teenagers and won. United had more quality, but can't be great like that. Frustrating. Nah, yeah, we haven't got the team at the moment, mate. The confidence is not there at all. So I can't imagine we're going to be bashing anyone up at the moment. The Spider right back, Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
I think I gave him a 6 as well.
You did? Yeah, it's a 6.
I think I did. I'm not really happy at the moment. He's defensively, he's always going to be good, but he doesn't give us anything going forward at the moment. He makes the runs in beyond. No one ever passes him the ball either. So yeah, he's fine doing that, but just gotta. I don't know. I just want to see more from him, like we saw from him last year. So yeah.
Yeah. The Portuguese fullback Diego Dalot, you've given him a 6 as well, mate. What's the reasoning behind that?
I think that's not fair. I think maybe you should give him maybe I put Wan-Bissaka down to a 5 and Dalot gets
I don't think you can give him a 7, even though he scored. It's weird, isn't it? We didn't play well enough to be pumping him up to a 7. So
yeah, so I think Dalot, he got that goal, and to get that goal like that when it's 0-0 as well, you got to give him a higher rating than Wan-Bissaka. So Wan-Bissaka, sorry mate, you're demoted to a 5. Dalot, you're on a 6. I'm not giving you a higher score, Dalot, because you know you was okay in the game. Didn't do anything special apart from the goal. So yeah, probably would have got a 5 because he got the goal as a 6.
Yeah, no, I agree entirely. The Rolls Royce at the back, Rafa Varane. A lot of rumours that he's leaving.
Yeah, I hope not. Don't mind that. But end of the day, I think he's a 6 as well. Defensively on point, being in the right place a lot of the time, getting people out of trouble at times as well, and just passing it and moving it like he does, what he needs to do. I think he deserved a 6. Yeah, he does.
Oh, the comments are disagreeing with us. They believe Dalot should have took the 7.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, no, I see it. I think we start at a 5 as average. It's not a 6.
I don't think he was doing that well though. He wasn't doing well and then just scored. He was just doing okay and then scored. So I think there's other players who were playing better than him, like overall the whole game. But obviously you get the goal and you kind of bring yourself up to the same level. So I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe it is a 7.
Maybe it's a 6. It's a high 6 maybe, but I don't see it as a 7 either. Father Time, Johnny Evans.
Rolling back the years,
6.
Same.
Yeah,
6
mate.
as well. I think they both did really well defensively, right in position all the time, not getting paced out. Is it because he's in good position? So, again, is a clean sheet. Obviously, that one chance that they had, it was round the back. I think that would have been probably Wan-Bissaka's man that he should have been there. But look, he did well. Evans did well. Ever present. Hopefully, stays fit and they stay as our defense until Martinez gets back.
The great hope of Man United's midfield at the moment, Kobbie Mainoo.
You know what? I liked his game. He's comfy on the ball. He won challenges, and he just kept the ball moving quick. I liked it. I felt he played like a 7. Maybe it's a little bit too high, maybe 6.5. But I thought, you know what? He was slightly better than your other players who were playing average games. He was. So I'm giving him a 7. I think even Bruno played okay yesterday. But they're like bordering on nearly hitting a 7, but not hitting a 7, if you get what I mean. Maybe they all should be 6. I don't know. I think they all should be 6. Maybe he's a 6. Yeah, I don't know.
Mainoo's one of them ones to get. I think you might give him an extra point because of his age, like almost. You know what I mean? Like, and he's playing as well as the first team established players out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's 18. He's had 7 games or whatever it is for Man United. So I think it's fair to be throwing a 7 this way. A couple of comments quickly. What we're saying here. Evans giving Evans an 8 there. Fair play.
Lovely.
Carey giving him a 6. I think 6 is fair. He was up and down the line, all sitting midfield a lot. Good football, intelligent performance. I think they talk about Dalot there. Look, I can see where you're coming from. I can. Oh, Mainoo an 8. Fair play.
Well,
Mainoo a 7.
That's high.
Yeah. I don't have 8s from that performance. 7s are my highs. I think we're all on the same.
Yeah, Kai, you got to calm down right now. Give you high scores. What are you playing
at? Scotty, not too hot yesterday.
Yeah, he's missing chances yesterday. He should be scoring in them chances. I think maybe he wasn't as good as the others, so I'm going to give him in the same bracket as Aaron Wan-Bissaka. 5.
Yeah, there's not much. It was another Scotland Tony performance, weren't it?
Yeah.
Did you see
Who
it?
Really? Isn't it? It is what it is.
Can you point to one thing that he did magnificently in that game? No, you can't. You know, he broke up play well. I know that the United stand, or one of them, gave him man of the match, which was madness to me.
No chance. No chance.
The captain, Bruno Fernandes, gave him a 6.
Did I give him a 6? Yeah, I gave him a 6. I felt, you know what? He's probably at the same as Mainoo. So whatever Mainoo is, just close to a 7, nearly there. I think they're both there. I think Bruno did do a lot of the play to try and make things happen. He got his goal. He got the free kick. The foul for the goal. He did try and be a little bit more, expansive, passing balls out wide and stuff to get the strikers in. So if it wasn't for him finding them players so they can then run at players, then you wouldn't have it. So yeah, 6 and a 5, 6.5, 6.8, 6.9, whatever.
Carrie agrees with you, McTominay, 5. Saying if he took his chances, it might have been a 7. I don't know, to be fair, because again, unless he'd scored 2 or 3, like it's one of them in it. And also saying, I think we're all on the same wavelength with Bruno. 6, 7 is one of them in it with Bruno. You're not quite sure. The young man who's committing himself to the right flank now, surely taking his position his own, gave him a 7, mate. Alejandro Garnacho.
Yeah, I think he was forever running down the wing, and he was putting in good balls as well. And the one that was an absolute peach for Hojlund as well. That there really then thought, you know what, that's a great ball. I want to see more of that now. And if the guy scores, Hojlund scores, then we're all going, what a peach of a ball, what a great ball in from his own work. And he kept doing that throughout the game. He kept looking dangerous. Then he comes inside, left foot shot, hits the bar. So that was also not bad. But again, he didn't do a lot, but he did a little bit more than the others. And I felt like, you know what, Garnacho, you was confident, and I'm like, right, he needs to play on right wing next week. That's what made me say, he done okay, and he can build on that. It's a building block, if you get what I mean. So just hitting the 7, just hitting the 7.
Yeah, it best be just hitting the 7, because you're giving Marcus Rashford 2 points less than that on a 5.
No, I'll give him a 6. I'll give him a 6.
It's going up. It's going up. Well, I was going to say,
yeah, I think he gets a 6. He was more lively than he normally is. Like I said, he's frustrating at the beginning. Then he got slightly better, and the quality isn't there, but he did have a lot of shots, a lot of influence in the game. Didn't lead to goals. Okay, I'm not even, like I said, it's an assist, but I'm not even gonna pull up any. He wasn't pulling up no trees with that
he
assist.
knew what Dalot was going to do. It was all in his mind, mate. He saw it. He visualized it. He was like, Dalot's curling it. I'm going to give him a nice
it came from a dead left foot strike hitting the keeper, which was gonna go anywhere but the goal. And then he just thought, you know what? There you go, Dalot, take it. And then he go, oh, okay, you score, okay, well done. Oh yeah, I got an assist for that. Yeah, that's what happened. He didn't even realize he got an assist until he thought about it. Oh, you got an assist, Oh yeah.
Until he sees the bonus in his wage packet. I got an assist. When did I get that assist?
That's one of them ones. Exactly. So yeah, he is okay. Again, you're not going to get that amount of chances in a normal game in the Prem.
No.
So when you do, you meant to score 2 or 3 in these kind of games.
Yeah.
It was frustrating that he didn't, but at least he was. It gives him a few steps towards being able to do it. Like that little bit of a springboard to then go into a Premiership game, and now hopefully at least start moving like a Premiership player again. So yeah.
I think we all agree, Carrie. His decision making, if he had done more, it definitely would have been. Obviously,
100% would have been an 8.
Yeah. But it's just one of them again. His decision making, is it ever going to get any better? I don't think so. And then we've always spoken a lot about him today, but big man up top, not the best performance at all. You've gone with 5. I think that's fair.
He definitely is a 5. Yeah, he's didn't do much. Missing gilt edge chances. In the right place, working hard to be in the right place. So that's one thing that's positive, because you have to be there to score. So at least he was there. Where if you saw Martial in that kind of game, he's probably not even getting his head on that. So that's the problems we always have in it. One player can do this but can't be there. One player can do that but can't be that. Like, it's just what we have in all positions. But him yesterday, missing too many easy chances. Can't be doing that. We're playing against League One now. You've got to bag your 2 goals. You've got to fill your boots, and he didn't. He didn't fill his boots. Now he's got to go back to the Premiership and hope to fill his boots against the big boys. And then we're going to continuously keep backing him while he's playing bad, and we can't even put anyone else in. So hopefully he's going to get a goal, get lots of goals, and get.
Someone ringing him. He's gone. Right, so that being said, Nate's given us his ratings for all the boys. I think we all agree with what he was saying about Hojlund. No, he's back. He is back. I thought that was going to be the end of him. He is back. Look who's back. He's very good. Final thoughts, Nate. You said about Hojlund. I agree with you. Who will you see us getting the result against Spurs with the team that we've got out? Like, can we put this team out against Spurs? This is the exact 11 and get a result.
You know what? If we get a few players back, I think we can. But we get Casemiro or Martinez back in this squad, and Dalot plays, I think we can. But it's a lot of things that need to happen for us to go and beat Tottenham. But we're at Old Trafford, them kind of games. Tottenham never play to what they've been doing in previous games, and United sometimes get a goal, or get a win. So you know what? It's a tight one. It can go either way. It's a 50-50 for me in my mind. There's no one clear favourite, even though Tottenham look like they could be the favourites. You know what I mean? It's one of them ones.
I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah, I know exactly. Spurs haven't really been. I mean, they've lost their last 4 league games. They've been 3 league games, haven't they?
That's what
3
I mean.
in a row.
Yeah,
they're not great. They're not great. So hopefully we get a win there. With that being said, thanks to everyone's joining us today. It's been fantastic in the comments. You've been absolutely superb in there. From they've given the salute as his way. As Kieran says, stay safe and wash your hands.